everyone, I'm Jodi. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's reveal, review, and eyeshadow tutorial using the new Natasha Denona I Need A Nude eyeshadow palette. If you saw the YouTube short or my Instagram reel a few weeks ago, my first I Need A Nude eyeshadow palette was a bit of a fail. Yes, that happened. But the new one has arrived a couple days ago. I've been playing with it and I will give you my thoughts on it as we create this eyeshadow look. If you want to know more about the entire look I have on today, you can follow me at Jodi Manis on the Like to Know It app, where I will detail all the products that I use to create this entire look. Cheeks, lipstick, foundation, it's all there. So if you're ready to get into this beautiful look as we reveal each of the shades, how many are in there, how many mattes do you get, how many shimmers, are they usable, what do we think? It's all here for you today, so let's just get started. All right, you guys, so to be completely fair and transparent, I am a big fan of Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I have probably one of the original eyeshadows. I paid over $200 for this. Thank you, Tati, 2018, I think. And I refuse to get rid of it, even though you should only keep eyeshadows for so long, because I mean, it was over 200 bucks and I don't know why I even bought it then, but I did, and the colors are stunning and they're just those colors that you don't use often enough, and it has a plastic seal, so it's still clean and works, right? In my own mind. But aside from that one splurge that I still can't really justify, I do have several other palettes of hers that I do use and I do love. If you like eyeshadows, and let me just pause here and say, I buy makeup to review. It's my job. By no means do you need to go out and buy this many Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. Again, I spend my money, so you hopefully don't have to. So let me frame it that way first, because that's really the goal here. The I Need A Nude palette is ideal for people that like neutral type colors and like them a little bit to the cool side. If you know you want to purchase a Natasha Denona palette and you want more neutral colors to the warm side, the I Need A Glam palette might be a little bit better option for you. Here's the I Need A Glam, it's more warm. Here's the I Need A Nude, it's a little bit more on the cool side. So let's get into this palette and see what all it has to offer. It does sell for $69. It does often say that it's sold out, but Natasha Denona seems to, when she launches new products, and this is a permanent product, it's not limited edition, so don't feel like you need to run out and buy it today. And if you were to look it up online, it may show that it's out of stock, but they keep stocking it. So it's very similar to her concealer, where I feel like there's limited amounts released so that it feels out of stock. So there builds up this need to, oh my gosh, I've got to get my hands on it. It must be amazing. So I don't think you need to rush, don't have FOMO. You could put it in order and still get this palette. So if you want it and you don't need it right now, there's holidays coming up and things like that. But it is a great palette for those of you that want neutral shades, heavy on the mattes. 7 out of 15 are matte, and like them to be a little bit to the cool side. So let's get into the palette so I can show you exactly what you get. There are 7 mattes. This one is Stone. It's a light medium taupey color. The next matte is Vague. It's a little more warm. It's a really pretty dusty rose color. These are so buttery, creamy. I cannot wait to do a look with these today. Silhouette is a really pretty deep brown. I mean, look how even those go on. The next matte is Fair. I can see that as a really pretty color just underneath your brow bone or right in the corner of your eye. It's a light, soft, almost a hint of a light rose. It would complement Vague really nicely. The next matte is Wit. And this color is a really pretty light rose. It's a little bit lighter than Vague. So if you're looking for just a rosy color, that would be a really pretty color as well. Tinder, Flesh, and Stone, I think, are going to be like my favorite. I'm running out of room, so look at that. Let me put this down. That is just gorgeous. The last matte in here, which is number 7, is called Flesh. And that, you guys, if you like a cool nude, this screams cool nude to me. It's so pretty. It would be great for fall. This whole palette's awesome. But if you like cool nudes, this color story it's everything. It is everything. And I don't say that very often. Now let's take a look at the metallics. The first one is Whisper. I mean, I'm gonna love that. That can also be a gorgeous highlighter. Travertine is a really soft, light taupey metallic. Even though the first palette I received of this one was broken, it was worth the wait. Let me just say that. It was definitely worth the wait. In terms of the sparkling foiled colors, the first one is Ella. Gosh, that's so pretty. The next one is Delilah. It's a soft brown also. Yeah, if you've got darker skin tones, this one right in the top of your eyelid, the inner corner to the center, would be absolutely stunning. Muse is warm champagne color to me. And then Filigree is a neutral brown. I mean, gosh, that's just gorgeous. Isn't that so, so pretty? And this palette contains 2 of the brand new wet effect formulas. The first one is Sheen, which just makes everything, I'm running out of arm space, look a little bit wet. And then the other one is Maya. Maya or Mia? That one is one I'm definitely gonna have to try. Look at that. So now that we've gone through them, we know they're gorgeous. We've got striped arms to prove it. Let's just go ahead and build a fun look for today. All right, I don't even know where to start because there are so many fun colors. I'm gonna start with Mesh, which is a matte color, putting that color right on the tip of the brush. And I wanna put that on the outer corner above the lid, not on the lid. So a little bit of that crease area, that transition color. And look how smooth and buttery. These are said to be long lasting. If I didn't mention, Natasha Denona is cruelty free. These are mineral oil free. They're also paraben free, and they are made in Italy. And they go on like silk, and the color payout is amazing. And I'm gonna bring that almost to right about there. I'm not bringing that all the way in. I'm not cutting the whole crease like that. I'm stopping short right about here on both sides. And then I just want to go in and softly blur that out and up a little bit towards the brow bone. If you've got more deep set eyes like I do, then this socket tends to be a little bit more protruded as we age. I want to pull that back a little bit, so I'm going to bring that darker color right on that bone, that eye socket bone, and a little bit up so that it pulls the whole socket back a little bit and doesn't make this heavier part where I have skin falling forward, droopiness, look so droopy. I'm holding the brush at the very back so that I have a really light hand. I'm adding more color as I need it, but I'm not trying to remove it here. I'm just trying to diffuse the color. So we've got a look that looks kind of like that. Now I'm gonna go in with a small dense brush, and I'm gonna pick up Tinder, which is the darker color. It's not the darkest matte, it's the second darkest matte in the palette. And I'm gonna go right here. If you've got droopy eyelids or hooded eyes, this is a great way to find it. Just find where your eyeball and that eye socket meet and just kind of twist so that you're using that almost as a template to place the color. And then we will go in and blend. Now to blend, I want to get rid of this small dense brush and grab a clean, fluffy, and I prefer angled brush for this. And I'm just going to softly blend that and then pull it out and up a little bit. So a little bit of a V, but we want the majority of the density of the color to be on this lower part of the V, not the whole area to be dark, just the lower section of a V. So you should have something that looks very similar to that. So this is what it looks like before we blend. And we'll just blend it up and away. I hope you guys are doing this with me with any eyeshadow palette that you have, so that if you decide to get this palette, you've already got the style, the look, the technique down. You just want to maybe play with some different colors. Okay, just like that. I had to say it, Deborah, I had to say it for you. I know you look forward to that. Next, I'm gonna grab a small tapered fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into this color Wit, because I want to add just a little bit of warmth. And for that, I'm gonna go right underneath that crease, starting on the outer corner, and I wanna bring that one all the way to the inner corner, but staying off of the lid so that the lid stays very light. So almost a rainbow. just like that. And again, holding your brush way back so that you've got a very light hand. Next, I'm going to grab a small dense brush where the bristles are short and compact because I want to pack a lot of color in this part, but I want that color right at the tip, and I'm going to go into the color Fair. And again, that color is right on the tip, holding the brush at the back, and I'm going to just go right underneath my brow and carve that out a little bit. And I'm not seeing any fallout with these colors. There's not a bunch of shadows falling down underneath the palette, so that's always a good sign. Next, I'm going to grab a small dense brush because we're going to use Silhouette as a little bit of an eyeliner. So I want to put that right on the tip of the brush. Make sure you get off any excess. I'm going to go right across my lash line. Try not to leave any space between my eyelid and my lashes. I really want to blend that color right into the base of my lashes to help give them a little bit more full, thicker view. I'm going to do the same thing across the bottom, going from that outer corner right to the lash line. And ensuring that those two dark colors meet in the corner. And then a little bit of a kick up. And if it's not perfect, don't worry, we will go back and fix that line with another color. And now that we've got the shape of the eye the way we want it, I'm gonna go in with a straight edged pencil type brush. And I'm gonna go in the color Wit. If you've got darker skin tone, you might wanna reach for Mesh or Stone, because what we're wanting to do with this is to create a little bit of a clean line. See how nice that looks? And then we'll just softly blend that in. And it just cleans up that look for you nicely. For this next step, you can use your fingers. My nails are a little too long, so I can't do that. I'm gonna go in and grab the color Whisper. So pretty. And I'm gonna go right on the inner corner of my eye in a really pressing type motion. I'm not trying to move this around. I want this color to stay right where we put it. So I'm really pressing that pigmented shade into the brush and press it, ensuring that my eye is stretched enough so that there are no wrinkles visible, and pressing that color into the entire eyelid. The reason you want to pull your lid closed like this is the same reason that you do it underneath when you're putting on your concealer. I don't want to just skim the top of the wrinkles with this shadow, because then as I close my eye and open it, you'll be able to see the crease marks. But if you have your eye stretched out so that all your creases and your wrinkles are smooth, then your eyeshadow will go on much more smoothly and not look nearly as creased when you have opened your eye and then close it again. All right, and then for one final cleanup look, I like to take a tapered fluffy brush, about medium size, and I'm gonna go back into Wit, which was the color that we used in our transition to begin with. And I'm just gonna go in and softly add that one more time to pull the whole look together. And it helps to blend everything out. So where you stopped like that darker color and then went into a different color and then a different color, instead of seeing where those colors stop and start, going over with this final step helps blend all of those and just makes it look very smooth and professionally cleaned up. So there you go. So far, you guys, what are you thinking? I hope you love it. Now we do have to try this wet look. So I'm gonna go into the Maya, which is right here. Look how pretty that color is. And I just wanna press that right on top. And you know what, let's just, you know what else I wanna do with that? I also wanna use that as a little bit of a highlighter. So I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and, ooh-wee. Oh, that is stunning. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh, I might have found a new highlighter by accident. I hope that comes through on camera because it's so pretty. I'm just gonna buff it out. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this look. I hope you guys are doing this with me, whether you have this palette or any palette. pull it out, do this technique and see what you think. A little bit of shimmer, more on the matte side for more aging, mature eyes. But any way you want to wear your makeup is you, it's your look, you own it, do it however you want. But if you are going to get this palette, be sure to save the video so that you can recreate this look if it's one that you want. Now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of dark brown eyeliner. This is the Deep Cocoa by House Labs. And I'm just gonna go over that Silhouette. Was that what it was called? Yes, Silhouette, which was the darker color that we used earlier today. And go right along the lash line. And with this, I wanna go all the way to the inner corner of the eye. Something very similar to that. Trying not to cover up too much of that Whisper, which was that shimmer color, just like that. And I don't see any fallout. So that's great news, especially for an eyeshadow at this price point. I don't want to pay to have it hanging down underneath my eyes, which then I'm going to then go put concealer on to get rid of it. You guys know the deal. And to finish this look, I will go in with a coat of mascara. You guys, you know me, I am a mascara connoisseur of any product. The one I never, ever want to be without is a mascara. And as of late, and I don't see this changing, in fact, this will be, unless something amazing comes out between now and the end of the year, this will be my best loved makeup product of the entire year, will probably be this Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Why? Because you guys, if you've watched me before, you know that I typically will do 3 coats of mascara, with the third being a waterproof. With this mascara, I only have to do 2 coats. I don't need a third layer of waterproof mascara to keep this from flaking, smudging, or transferring down underneath my eyes. 2 coats of this, and my lashes are good all day. And I swear by this, and they are not paying me to say that. I just feel an obligation to you guys to say, if you have not tried the Thrive Cosmetics mascara before and you love mascara, I think it's $24 or $28. I don't remember. I will link it down below if you have not tried it. The only place that I know to get it is from Thrive Cosmetics. So that's where I would recommend you order it from. Before I do this eye, look at the difference in those 2 eyes. Isn't that incredible? It's such a good mascara, and it dries hard. And when you go to take it off, because it's not a waterproof formula, I'm not tugging at my eyelashes. I'm not trying really hard to get that mascara off. It comes right off with coconut oil, which is how I wash my face at night. So and it's just easy. It's so easy that I feel like I have discovered something super exciting, and I want to make sure that I share it with you guys. I know if you guys love mascara, and I know many of you do, I'm not going to say it's life-changing. I don't know that any makeup is life-changing unless you have some disfigured or some discoloration that you're uncomfortable with. But I do think it is lash game-changing. I will go on a limb and say that. That should tell you how much I think this mascara is, and most of you probably wear it. I was late to the game. I just didn't like having to order it online. I wanted to just go get it. But I'll tell you a funny story about online shopping versus in-person shopping. I was in a very well-known makeup store this last week looking for a specific concealer that many of you had asked me to review. And you're gonna have to wait till Friday. So yes, that is a teaser. You'll have to wait till Friday to see what that is. Anyway, I felt so pressured going in that store because the minute I was in there, a very nice lady suggested, after she asked me if I was looking for something specific, and I said, no, I'm just gonna look around. She said, have you tried the Givenchy powder? And I said, oh yeah, I'm familiar with it. She said, well, let me just try some of it on you. I said, no, I'm fine. She said, well, let me just put it on the back of your hand. Little did she know I have it and was wearing it that day on my face. And she continued to tell me how much nicer my makeup would look and set if I would just let her apply a little bit of this powder to my face. And I wanted so badly to say, ma'am, please stop pressuring me. I don't want it. I'm not interested. I just want to look at a couple things. So I don't know what it is about these pressure to make sales. I think that these big stores, who shall rename nameless, are putting so much pressure on people to push these products on us when we go in the stores that I've just enjoyed online shopping. I think it's just less pressure. If I want to go see new stuff, yes, I will just get in the headspace that I'm going to go be pressured. But short of that, I kind of just want to get what I want to get, and I don't want your sales quota passed on to me. I don't want that experience. Thank you. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. We're going to go in for the second coat of mascara. Not that it needs it, but with a look like this, let's just really va-va-voom it up. And There we go. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes because why not make our eyes look even bigger and bolder. And the size of this silicone brush on this mascara makes it very easy. You can see it's tapered. So it makes it really easy to get onto each of my sparse lashes and make it appear as though there's more of them than there actually is. Okay, so what do we think? I knew I would love the palette. And I think if you like cool toned, matte, neutral, with a couple sparklies in there just for the days that you want to glam it up a little bit, then I think this would be a fantastic palette to pick up. By no means is it life-changing, but if you know Natasha Denona quality and you like quality eyeshadows, then this one might be just perfect for you. Well, that does it for me, you guys. I am gonna get back to work because I am in the middle of putting together Friday face-offs where we are testing two side-by-side concealers. You guys already know what one of them is. It's that new concealer by House Labs. And the mystery competitor, well, it was based on your recommendations. So be sure to hit that notification button and I will see you guys on Friday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.